Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, site of the 1996 Olympic Games, Center Park Stadium, and home to the Georgia State Panthers, and we have been feeling the excitement for this one all week. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Tulane's offense will start this game off. Here he comes, and anytime this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away, trying to make magic with his feet. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Thompson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Green Wave! And they jump on top. Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away.
Number 91, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Panthers offense will take the field for the first time. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Brings up second down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
3rd inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Movement here from the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, everything on that play started off great. The offensive line gave a great pocket to the QB to survey downfield. He found the open receiver. You just got to finish the play. Receiver, you got to make that catch.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Fleming. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Fleming. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Now on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Thompson to throw. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilkerson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
They go to the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Man, the defense was in there in such a hurry. They didn't even let that draw develop. Got to him so quick.
You know, the draw play has to look like a pass and not look like you're faking a pass. And I think there, it was pretty evident they were trying to run the draw. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. From the gun. Give on the inside. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. And not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. The run to the right. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Tackle is made at the 37-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Motion from the offense. Off play action. Using the quick game. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. He wants to throw. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Snags it quickly on the left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Thompson wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Hughes. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. The ball's free. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
Handoff from the gun. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, big juke to get past. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They knock him down right there. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Thompson to throw. They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal.
Touchdown, Tulane! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Leaves it with the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, looking to throw. It's caught. Turns it on at midfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
One of the first things I want to do when I come into a game is I'm going to go, where do I have the advantage? Where are my guys better than yours? And maybe they feel good about their matchup out wide. Some of those wide receivers making some of these big plays down the field. This is a good sign for this offense.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And they're able to get him down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
The give to the tailback. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Thompson wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Makes the catch. It's Fleming. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So a drive there of 85 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kickoff.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. A strike downfield. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Georgia State jumps back to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man quickly. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. That throw might have been a little too hot. He couldn't haul it in inbounds.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got a man. It's Hurst. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Pocket starts to collapse. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Brings up 2nd down and goal to go.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely perfect. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Atlanta. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, But it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working. And I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Center Park Stadium.
About to start here in the second half, Tulane will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, Dave.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He'll keep it himself. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Picks up 9. Second down coming up.
They'll run play action. Looking for a huge play. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Trying play action. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks. And
couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Wants to return it. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Thompson to throw. He's got an open man. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Third down coming.
After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? He'll do it himself. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They go to the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He'll try it again on second and 10. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. It's complete. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
Tulane with an opportunity on first and goal. Thompson wants to throw. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave!
Touchdown, Tulane.
The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Snap it to the back. He goes airborne, and he's in there, and the two-point try is good. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They feed him again. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Coming, he lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He'll bring it back. It's Fleming, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, dude.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
He'll run it again. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
3rd down.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Georgia State, 7.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Looking for space. It's Hughes.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And that's another Panther.
Georgia State jumps back to the line. Gets it out fast.
The pass to the receiver on first down was complete. Picks up 6. Brings up 2nd down.
He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Complete downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
It's now 3rd down.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Power football with the run. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nice move to stay on his feet. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Handoff to the single back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Brings up 2nd down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Hughes. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
They want that clock to run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. It's a draw, and he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. caught on the outside. It's Hurst.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Second and 10 after the previous play. They want to just keep throwing it. Feeling some heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down into 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Going up top on 1st down. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Getting some heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. And the offense will recover, but it's not going to make any difference as they're short of the 1st down marker. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll throw it on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Georgia State. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation.